Okay, I'm getting ready to introduce you to a new project. This one is a fix and flip that we're doing. We have a partner that we're doing it with. And so this one we bought and we're getting ready. We haven't closed on it yet. We close next week, but we're going to kind of rehab this one and get it all ready to put it back on the market. And it's pretty exciting. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's in a really nice gated community. So let me take you inside and I'll try and give you an idea of what we're doing. Okay, so this is the kitchen. And what we're doing in the kitchen is we're putting all new countertops in, new sink and faucet. We're going to replace all the appliances because they're all white. And we just found out the fridge isn't even working. And then for the cabinets, what we're doing is these are oak cabinets and they're really hard to paint without seeing the wood grain through the paint. And so what we're doing is we're replacing all the doors and drawer faces in this kitchen. And we replace that shadow mold up there with crown molding. And then we'll paint. So the only parts of the cabinet that we'll have to paint are these end panels that you see here and here and across here. And so it'll look like a nice new kitchen. We'll do shaker style doors. And so it'll look really nice. There's a laundry room down here. Not really doing anything with that. We're not doing anything with the floor. We're going to repaint the whole place. In here, in this front room, we're going to put new tile around the fireplace and we're going to paint the mantle. And we're also going to paint the railings right here. And then we're thinking about putting laminate floor here in the uh, living room and the dining area through the in and maybe even into the entry. So we're still debating that. Um, this room right here is an office. It doesn't have a closet. If you put a closet in, it could be a bedroom too, but we're just going to keep it the way it is. We're not really going to do anything here other than painting. And this bathroom is the main bath. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace the vanity and a new light fixture and a new toilet. And so we'll keep the tile floor that's in here. And then this is the master bedroom. And so again, I'm not doing a whole lot in here, just new paint. And we're going to replace this ceiling fan right here. And then this is the master bathroom. And so you can see all the old brass stuff. So we're actually going to redo the vanity so it's the taller version of a vanity, so you don't have to bend over so much. So all new vanity, countertop, and sinks. We'll have to redo the mirror. We're going to split this light fixture out into two light fixtures, one over each sink. And we're going to get rid of this nice brass shower enclosure and replace it with um, like a brush nickel or something. And then where all this carpet is in the bathroom, we're going to replace all this carpet with tile. And then we're going to put a new faucet on here. This panel right here is just caulked on, so we should be able to take that off. If not, we'll be able to get to it through the drywall here to replace this faucet. We'll replace all the hardware, everything brass we'll get rid of. We'll keep the carpet in the closet. We're not changing the shower, just the trim in the shower. The cultured marble that's in here is in really good shape, so there's probably not really any point in replacing it. Let me take you downstairs and show you what we're doing downstairs. Okay, so now we're in the basement of this. This is a townhouse, by the way. So there's another unit right next to it, but this is the townhouse. And so we're going to replace all the carpet down here. You can see in this bedroom how gross the carpet is. So we're going to replace all the carpet. And of course, we're going to repaint. And there's a bathroom down here. And this bathroom just has vinyl on the floor. And we're going to put tile down here on the floor. We're going to replace this vanity. And then behind the door, it's really weird. They have like a closet with a hanging rod in it. And it should have shelves in it for laminate or for linens. And it doesn't have a door on it, but we're not going to put a door on it. But we are going to put shelves in there and then replace the toilet. I don't think we're going to be changing the shower trim. Um, I think we'll probably wind up keeping the light fixture, and so, um, and I think we're replacing the toilet as well. If you come over here, this area of the basement is all unfinished, and we're going to keep it that way. We're not planning on finishing this portion of the basement. So, anyways, so there's your kind of update on this project that we're starting. So we'll give you some progress updates as we go through and show you what it all looks like when we're all done and ready to put it back on the market. Okay, we've been busy here and we've done most of the demos all done. You can see in the kitchen here, it's back to its bare bones. We've removed all the countertops and the sink and stuff, removed all the doors and drawer faces, and so those are being ordered, or they've been ordered and they're being painted. And then we got to get my painter in here to paint what's left of the cabinets, and then we'll put new doors on it. So it's kind of a reface of this kitchen. Um, you can kind of see we've got the new flooring in. We've got a lot of it covered, but you can see some of the flooring. Again, this is the AquaGuard product. This is 100% waterproof. And then also, if you're wondering what this is just like a really big screwdriver, see? Actually, it's a chisel. We had to tear up a bunch of tile. So, and then in here we've replaced all the baseboard, and we always put in a little bit taller than what we took out because when we put laminate down, it's a little thinner than what carpet or tile was, and so there's a line that's left by the old baseboard, and so we don't want to have to spend time trying to sand it and mud it and stuff, so we always just get a little bit taller baseboard to make it work. So just a reminder, we're going to be painting this railing. So we're going to paint this white, we're going to paint this mantle white, and then we're going to put new tile around the fireplace. And then let me show you in the master bathroom. Okay, so we're in the master bathroom. You can see we've demoed the old vanity and mirror and light fixture and stuff. We're keeping this tub, but we want to replace this brass tub filler. It's going to be a little bit of a problem because we need to get underneath it because this stuff is bolted on from underneath. So what we're going to have to do, this is a cultured marble panel. We can either remove that panel to get to it, or we're thinking we could cut out a piece of drywall here on this left side in the closet and reach in there and undo it so we can put a new one on. Also, if you remember, the old shower was brass. We've got a new brushed nickel one that's installed, and then we'll put new brushed nickel shower trim and stuff in there. So now we're in the basement, and we've peeled up the carpet here. The pad, they kind of just glue it down on concrete, and so we got to kind of scrape up the rest of the pad and stuff. We're just painting new carpet in that bedroom. In this bathroom, we're putting in the new vanity, and we'll put a tile floor in down here. And so we're just waiting for the vanities to come in. I want to show you on the other side, though. Remember, this is a fix and flip. So this is a home that we bought to fix it up and flip it. But the people that left, they forgot to take all their stuff with them. I guess show you the garage too, but there's all this stuff here, and then all this lumber, an old-fashioned TV, and even over here is a big stack of sheetrock right here, and then an old Craftsman radial arm saw, like my dad used to have when he was building houses. So let me take you in the garage. I want to show you all the stuff in the garage. Before I show you all the junk in the garage, I want to show you this main bathroom. We put the laminate floor into the bathroom because it flows through most of the main area of the house. But again, this flooring from AquaGuard is 100% waterproof, so there's no problem or concern putting it in a bathroom. And we're putting a new vanity in right here. But let me show you the junk in the garage we got to get rid of. Okay, we're in the garage, and look at all this stuff. We got several trips to the dump, all these bookshelves, that fridge. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the water or the washer and dryer, but anyways, the people that left forgot to take their stuff with them. We have been cruising along on this basement. We finished all the sheetrock, as you can see behind me. All the sheetrock is done. And then also down here on the floor, we've got all the laminate flooring. Virtually the whole thing is all laminate floor that we put in down here. And this is the same flooring that we put in upstairs. And again, it's that AquaGuard brand that I've been telling you about, AquaGuard, which is a great product. I just love AquaGuard. And in fact, I had some customers the other day that picked out a different product, and it's thinner and it's going in a basement. And I sent them back. I said, you got to pick out something from AquaGuard, or at least it has to be 12 millimeters thick, especially if you're going over concrete, because it's not concrete in a basement is generally not perfectly flat, and so then you have some undulations and stuff like that, and the thicker the flooring is, the better. And so, but anyways, you can see we've got all of this done. We haven't even had a chance to clean up yet. We have a little bit of stuff left over, um, but we're moving right along. All the doors and trim are here. They're in the garage, and so um, we'll probably be here the first of the week and start installing all the doors and the trim and stuff like that, getting it ready for the painter. Okay, so we've made a lot of progress here at the cottage house, the cottage flip. And remember, this is a home that we bought to flip it. And look how amazing this kitchen's turned out. It was oak before, and we painted the cabinets and we put all new doors on, and we added crown molding at the top. So it just turned out amazing, even better than I was hoping. It looks really, really good. So we had to paint the main cabinet, so like the sides of the cabinets and up around here and stuff like that, we painted, and then we just put all new doors on and all new drawer faces, and it turned out really great. Countertops are ordered, and you can also see that we're all painted. All the walls are painted, all the doors and all the trim are painted, and before it was all one tone. Everything was like all one color, and now we have three tones. So we have a color on the trim and on the walls and the doors, and then the flat white ceiling. Some cracks showed up that we thought we fixed them, but some cracks on the ceiling kind of showed up after we painted, and so I had my drywall guy back to do a little bit better job on that. Check out this fireplace. This turned out nice, huh? We added new tile to it. The old tile didn't go very far, so we brought it all the way out to the edge, and then we painted this oak mantle. We painted it white, and then we painted all the railings white. And so it's looking really good. We're getting really close. We're kind of waiting for the countertops, and then we'll be able to wrap everything up. Let me show you in the master bathroom how that's turning out. So we're in the master bathroom, and we replaced the shower glass. I can't remember if that was on the last segment or not. Because it used to be brass, and so we changed it to the brushed nickel. And this is a brand new vanity. The whole vanity is all brand new that we installed here. So again, we're waiting for the countertops. And we've got our new tile floor in as well. And now that we've got all this in, the walls painted, the cabinets in, and the flooring, we're a little bit worried about the marble, the cultured marble that's around the edges of the jetted tub and the shower, because it's like that color doesn't quite work anymore with this room, so we're not sure what to do about that. So we're kind of working our way through that right now, trying to figure out what we want to do with it. But there's an update for the cottage flip. Thanks for watching. Okay, we've made some significant progress here. We're getting really close to the finish line here on the cottage flip. So I want to show you a few things we've installed. The countertops are all in the kitchen and in the master bathroom, which we'll show you in a minute. We got the tile backsplash on. This is glass tile. Turned out so nice. And so like I say, we're just nearing completion. We have to put the dishwasher and the range in, and we've got all the lights in, and so we've peeled up all the covering on the flooring. And so let me take you into the living room. I want to show you in here. So here, actually, the family room. Um, I can't remember if we did have the tile on here in our last segment. Yeah, we did. Okay. So you can see here we're recoating the fireplace. And let me tell you a little story on that. The painters that I have a really good painter, but he's got several different crews. And the crew that painted this house, they were horrible on their masking. And I had taken and actually painted this fireplace and this piece before the tile got installed because it was easy because there's less masking. Well, when the painters came in here and painted the house, they didn't mask off the fireplace and it had overspray all over it. So I made them come back in and respray it themselves. And so, anyways, the family room's looking really good. We even had to have them repaint the front door because, for the same reason, they got overspray all over the front door. Let me show you the powder bath here, or the main bath. So we're almost done with this. This is a ready-made vanity that we bought that came with the countertop and the faucet or sink. And so we've installed the faucet on this. We still need to do the mirror. We got a new light fixture in here. with the vanity. There's been debate about whether or not we should have centered um, the light fixture over the faucet. Um, but the faucet's offset. I decided to leave it. It's centered over the vanity. It could go either way. It was just easier to leave it that way, and there's a good argument for it to be that way. Um, we replaced the shower head and the trim on this from the chrome to brushed nickel, but we haven't done the spout yet. Now let me take you and show you the master. Okay, so I'm standing in the master bath. And since our last segment, we've installed the countertops on the vanity, and we're in the process of installing the faucets. And then also, we talked about on the last segment how the cultured marble that was on the tub and the shower just didn't work with all the other stuff that we were doing in here. We were trying to not have to replace that, but we went ahead and did it. We went ahead and we pulled off all that cultured marble around the tub and put new tile on it. It's the same tile that was on the floor. And then we replaced the valves here. And that was easy to do since we pulled that cultured marble off. And then in the shower, we actually had the new shower glass enclosure installed. So we removed it, took a bunch of measurements so that we could hopefully get all the tile put back in the same spot so we could put a new shower enclosure here. And then we've got the new shower valve on. We have our signature double niche in the shower. And so now we got to get the shower glass installed as well. So anyways, now this bathroom looks awesome. We fixed the problem. We just knew we couldn't leave that cultured marble on there because it just didn't look right in here with all the other colors and stuff that we had going. So I think it looks great. Um, there's some other stuff. There's a basement bedroom and a bathroom, but there's no sense taking quite down there yet because we have the vanities just sitting in the middle of the bathroom. So next segment, we'll be all done. Okay, so we're all done with the Cottage Flip house. We got it all done and it looks amazing. We've sold it and the people have actually moved in. So you'll see some of their stuff as we walk through the house because they've been living in the upstairs while we finish the basement, and the basement's all done too. But check out this kitchen. Look how beautiful this kitchen has turned out. They like black, and so we had to change a few things for them. We put black fixtures, handles on all the cabinets, and we put a bunch of black fixtures in. And but it turned out great. I mean, I think the colors look great. They love it. Um, uh, we put in new appliances and new fridge, and also in the laundry room we added cabinets. There were no cabinets before. There was nothing up there before, and so we added cabinets above the washer and dryer to give some storage in the laundry room. And you can see if you look up here, you can see how they like the black light fixtures because we had to change out the light fixture that we had there because they wanted to make it a little bit more their own. Even the light fixture over the dining table is black. And so with their black furniture, I think it turns out really nice. Let me take you into the living room, show you the living room, family room area. I guess they have an extra TV because that's sitting right here because they have that big TV right there. We do have it set up for the TV to go above the fireplace, but for right now, they're electing to keep it here. But I think this living room turned out nice. We added this ceiling fan that wasn't there before, and they've supplied us with the ceiling fan. Again, it's black, and we got that installed. We painted the railing. This whole house was all one-tone paint, so that meant the baseboard, the doors, the walls, the ceiling were all one color. And we made it a three-tone paint job. So we put a semi-gloss on all the trim and doors, satin finish on the walls, and then semi-gloss on a flat white on the ceilings, and then semi-gloss on all the trim. So it looks great. This railing was oak, and we painted it. It looks really nice. And I need to take you into the master bedroom and show you how that turned out. We really didn't do much in the master bedroom other than, new light fixture, new paint, new baseboards. We put in some really tall baseboards. So that's really all we kind of did in here. But in the master bathroom, you'll see how the change is pretty significant. So we put in this new vanity that's a taller vanity, and then new countertops. It used to have one sink, and we split it so it has two sinks. We used to have one vanity in the middle, and we split it to two vanities. Look at that, they have a wrong color light bulb in there. I'm pretty sure we didn't do that. And then this tub used to have cultured marble around it, and now it's all tile. We put new tile on the floor. And the shower, we redid all the tile in the shower. We originally were going to keep the cultured marble, and we had the new shower glass installed because this used to be all brass. But I'm sure you saw that in earlier segments. But we uninstalled the shower glass and did everything in tile, and we got all our measurements to make sure we could put the shower glass back in without having to buy new shower glass. And so we have a new toilet. It just turned out great. This bathroom is so much more pretty and nice than it was. Now we did the main bath as well, so let's go take you there and show you that. So this is the main bathroom off the entryway, and so this is a ready-made vanity that we bought that came with the countertop and the sink and the cabinet. And so we took that and put that in. We kept the vanity where it was, but put a new one in, a new faucet. And then we did new trim on the shower. We didn't replace the cultured marble, new toilet. And then because this laminate flooring is 100% waterproof, we ran ahead and ran it into the main bath. And I think it flows really nice and looks really nice. The only other room to really show you on the main floor is this office. So this is an office because it doesn't have a closet. Some of the versions of this plan have a closet in it, but this one is an office, and so we ran the laminate floor in here. We added the ceiling fan, and I think it's a really great place. You can see that they use it as their office. And so now what I want to do is show you the basement because we finished the basement. Let's take you down there. So I'm in the basement, and this is the basement bathroom, and this was actually part of the original fix and flip. So we put a new vanity in, new mirror, new toilet, new tile on the floor, and it turned out really nice. We kept the tub was a built-in fiberglass tub, but we replaced all the fixtures in it, and so it turned out really nice. And then here is a bedroom that was also part of the existing basement, and so there's no carpet in it yet because the homeowners had to move in, so they needed a place to put their stuff. So now that we've got the basement finished, they'll be able to move all their stuff out, and then they'll be able to get the carpet because we don't have, if you see over here on the stairs, they don't have carpet on the stairs either. And so they're going to take care of that, and then they're going to actually take care of the carpet, and we'll give them a credit for the carpet on the stairs and in the bedroom when we're done, when we settle with them. So, okay, so we're all done down here. This is a big family room, and we were planning on not putting a wall in right here, but they decided that they wanted a wall with a door in right there, so we added that. And so this could be a bedroom, or for them it's going to mostly be storage because they just came from a big house, and this is a small retirement community. So these homes are a little bit smaller, so they're having to downsize quite a bit. And so this room's actually going to wind up being storage. In fact, it has a walk-in closet, but they decided they wanted us to just do it all in storage for them because they need the storage space. And then we have a bedroom. So this is the bedroom that's down here, has a walk-in closet. Not a walk-in closet, just a regular wall closet. Come on. These have Mad Catz doors, and sometimes, so we don't have the doorknobs on them yet. They just came in yesterday. I got to go pick them up. So we did a little bit of extra shelving and some double hanging in here to make it look nice and give you more storage. And if you ever wondered how to handle the water shut off in your basement when you finish it, this is how we did it. So we put this on, just put a face frame and a door on it, and it turned out really nice. It looks good. So anyways, we're all done, and it turned out really nice. And let me take you back up to the kitchen and we'll talk shop. So we're all done with this house, and we appreciate you taking the time to watch us transform this house from what it was to how amazing it is today. Thanks so much again for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button below, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell button. That way we can notify you each time we post a new video.
Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.